booklet that you have just been given is a present from Rinpoche himself. Rinpoche has paid for these photocopies and wants to give this to all of you as a Dharma present, as a Dharma gift. This text, the teachings on which Rinpoche will start this year, is to be kept well and is to be brought again next year, because wherever we leave off this year, however much we don't manage to go over this year, and she will continue from there on next year. So keep the book well and do not forget to bring it again for next year's summer course. Rinpoche knows quite clearly how much it has taken for each and every one of you to come here. You've come from your individual places, you've set your individual jobs or whatever works you have to do at home aside, and you have taken hardship and expenses upon yourself to come to this place here, whereas things at home are just being left as they are for the time being. That being the case, all of you not having spared any trouble to come here for the sake of learning Dharma, for the sake of learning of the teachings, listening to the teachings that will be given here, that shows that in this regard you have brought about, you have accumulated great merit. Having come here in itself is a very sure, very clear sign of this. What teaching will we hear this year? Rinpoche has decided to teach, or to begin teaching this year, a text, a teaching that was composed by the great 17th century master KARMAPA-Guruyoga, and the short title of this teaching is The Union of Mahamudra and Dzogchen. All the teachings which are commonly known as the ordinary preliminaries, it summarizes the extraordinary preliminaries, and it also includes all the following teachings. So in this way, all of these teachings are included in this brief text. So, to briefly know who is the author of this text, Chagme, or Ragahase as he is also known. He was a student of the 10th KARMAPA-Guruyoga origin of the 5th Sharma, Yeshe Nyingpo. Predominantly he studied under these masters, and even in young years he received Dharma teachings and transmissions from them. And eventually he found himself a place where he went into seclusion, where he went into retreat, so for many years intensively practiced these teachings and transmissions which he had received from these masters. And based on this practice and the realizations which came about through his practice, he became a very extraordinary being. He encountered many Yidam deities face to face, and he brought about many accomplishments, and he was able to perform many miraculous deeds. Now this particular text of KARMAPA-Guruyoga, the union of Mahamudra and Dzogchen, even though rather brief, contains many important points. Therefore, Rinpoche thinks it will not be possible to go over all of these points in detail in the course of a single summer course. Therefore, Rinpoche will teach however much we'll be able to cover in this short duration, in this short time at our disposal, and will then continue where we leave off this year, next year. However, before Rinpoche is going to start up with the teaching itself, he says it would be advisable that first we would practice together the short Guruyoga, which focuses upon the Karmapa, so it's the Karmapa as the very essence of all Dharmas. If in this way we would consider the Lama, the measure during the practice of Guruyoga, as the essence of all root and lineage teachers, we in this way receive the blessing and inspiration of all of these teachers personified by that single figure of the Karmapa in order to eventually realize Mahamudra or Dzogchen. At the same time, we should also consider the teacher who appears as the Karmapa to be the very essence of all Yidam deities. In this way, we receive the blessing and inspiration to eventually make or realize all the accomplishments which come out through the practice of all of these various Yidams. And yet again, at the same time, if we consider the very same teacher also as the very essence of all Dakas and Dakinis, of all Dharma protectors and guardians, then we will also receive the blessing and inspiration that is being brought about by their activity. So in this way, we would focus upon the Karmapa as the root teacher, embodying all the lineage lamas, all the Yidam deities, as well as all of the Dharma guardians and protectors, Dakas, Dakinis, and so forth. In this way, regarding the Lama, on which we focus ourselves as the very essence of all Lamas, of all root and lineage teachers. At the same time, regarding him as the essence of all Yidam deities and also as the essence of all Dharma protectors and guardians, we then pray to the Lama, we concentrate upon the Lama one-pointedly in order to receive the blessing and inspiration of this awakened awareness. We then would merge the Lama's awakened mind stream with our own, in this way become inseparably one with him. And in this way, with this thought in our minds, with this idea in our hearts, we would recite the words of the practice and we would repeat the mantra. To this end, we would imagine the Karmapa as the very essence of all of the aforementioned ones, to be present above our heads in space, in the shape of the Buddha Vajradhara, or Chagme as he is known. And after having addressed ourselves to this presence in the prescribed manner, we would eventually imagine him to dissolve into ourselves, and in this way we would become inseparably one with him, and we would receive all the blessing and inspiration. So we will now begin first with the prescribed short practice of Guruyoga practice upon the Karmapa, after which Rinpoche will then begin with the teaching of this text, the union of Mahamudra and Dzogchen. Both for this particular practice as well as for the receiving of the teachings, as well as for further teachings which we will receive throughout the course, it is necessary that we give rise to the proper motivation. The proper motivation should always be that we wish to bring about benefit for and welfare for all beings through our listening to these teachings, that we strive to the best of our ability to, through our listening to these teachings properly, to bring about the awakening of Buddhahood for the sake of all beings. That should be our motivation, the motivation of the enlightened attitude, which is commonly known as bodhicitta. So let us bring that about and then begin with the following steps.